Salazzle! It's called Salazzle. The fire poison type lizard is called Salazzle. I knew I'd think of it. Welcome back to Pokemon HeartGold, guys. I have healed up after the almost disastrous, but also still pretty disastrous Claire fight, and restocked on healing items a little bit. And now I'm here to pull out... Oh, I named my Ditto Odo. Star Trek Deep Space Nine fans will get it. Get out Gyarados. Because, for... It doesn't matter who. Geodude, I don't care. What was I saying? Oh, for learning Whirlpool. That's what it was. Dear God, my brain just stopped working there for a second. Holy crap. So let's give it Whirlpool. Because I don't want to give Whirlpool to Jaws. It is a very bad move. Unless you, like, build your team specifically around it or something, I guess. Your set, I mean. Your move set. Alright, what can I get rid of? Get rid of Twister, which is also a terrible move. Or Leer, which is even worse. I mean, objectively, Leer's the better choice. Because it does nothing at all. Boom. Boom. I think there are other places where you need Whirlpool to access them later. But I don't think there's many. It might just be the Whirl Islands, which I'm probably not going to bother with in this playthrough. Primarily, though, we need it to reach the final destination back there. Which, if I'm not mistaken, in Gold... There's actually more stuff I forgot about Gold than I realized. I was going back and reading through Pokemon Gold walkthrough. Like, for some reason, I didn't think you battled the Kimono Girls at all in Gold, but you have to battle them to get Surf. So now I feel really dumb. But I forgot more about Gold than I thought I did, is the point I'm trying to make. But if I remember correctly, and I don't remember from that walkthrough, maybe I just skimmed past here, maybe I didn't read that far, I don't remember. All you had to do was reach a deep part of the cave, and then get the Dragon Fang? Is that what it's called? The item that boosts Dragon-type moves. In actual Gold version. In Crystal, I think, they added an actual shrine in there with a Dragon Master you had to talk to. And HeartGold emulates that. There are Pokemon in here, and I don't care for that shit. So I'm gonna super repel those sumbitches. I also need to go talk to Mr. Pokemon soon and get my experience share, so I can level up some of the other guys I plan to use in the upcoming second half of the game, because we're almost there now. Believe it or not. You! How dare you enter uninvited? I was invited, dude. You could at least ask whether or not I was invited before you start accusing me of stuff. Kobe. Can we beat this thing, Feathers, with one hit? Can we do it with one hit? Probably not. Let's try anyway. Oh, it's a very good thing that that missed. Whoops. That would have been bad. Oh, looks like it still is. Okay, good. That's good. Didn't do as much as I thought it would, though. Quick attack. Kill it, please. Should probably put somebody else first anyway, because Feather's been getting a lot of experience lately. Kind of riding high from how well Feather's been doing, but I need to start using other guys again. They are all so far behind. So let's actually switch. Oh, I should have actually brought Geodude with me, shouldn't I? She's one of my lower level guys. Like, I'm not going to level up Gyarados. I'm not going to end up using Gyarados, probably. Everybody else is at level 32, so it doesn't really matter. So I'll go to Jaws. Level up my starter a little bit. Blade needs some TLC, too, because since I can't evolve him, he's always going to be at a disadvantage. Is there an item over here? Maybe there's an item over here. Yeah, okay. It's just a revive, but still. Not bad to have. Look at Feraligatr just kind of shuffling along behind me. That's not great, but not awful. Alright. Get out here. Yep. I was gonna say, it can't be this easy. Yeah, you have to go around, okay. Because there's like a public side of the shrine and there's like a private side of the shrine. Alright. Come on, hurry up. Yeah, okay, there's the waterfall, or the whirlpool rather, that I have to get through. Okay. Repel's effect wore off. We can't have that. Yep. Luckily, the Zubats and tentacles that are in here are, I want that item. It's got 2 small children guarding it. It must be good. Luckily, the Zubats and tentacles in here are apparently low enough level that Repel works on them. That's good. He's a stranger. Someone we don't know. Who are you? Just a kid, dude. It's fine. Quick question. Extremely small girls. Why are you here? Yes, I am actually using Gyarados. They're really strong little girls. Jeez. Alright, well, let's Ice Fang one of these Dratinis. And just Dragon Rage the other one, I guess. It doesn't really matter. God dang it. Jaws, come on. I think 2 Dragon Rages will beat this, right? Yeah, okay. Thunderbolt? Why do all of the Dragon-type Pokemon in here have electric moves? And why was that a crit? Why didn't they coordinate their attacks? Dear God. That was just a really bizarre and unfortunate turn. Dear God. I'm using healing items in battle against some random trainers. Holy shit. Well, take out one of them. It's very annoying. I think he's gonna use frickin' Thunderbolt again. Nope, just wasted his turn with Headbutt. How stupid are you? Nope, wrong button. Alright, let's just kick this thing's butt, bite it to death. Let's go. I was holding my breath there, hoping that would hit, and it did. Very nice. Okay. Clea and Gil. Ouchies, Meanie. Why are you here? What's this item I want? Max Elixir. Alright, fine. That's not bad. Let's get on with it. Dear God. Really need to level my guys up. That's the takeaway from this. It's a huge swirl of water. Would I like to use Whirlpool? I would like to use Whirlpool. Which, didn't it used to remove the Whirlpool temporarily? And now you just kind of move through the Whirlpool? It's just weird, because I always assumed it got rid of the Whirlpool by creating an opposite spin Whirlpool and, like, combining them together to cancel each other out. I don't know, whatever. Good to see you here. No need to explain why you came. Claire sent you here, didn't she? That girl is a handful. I am sorry, but I must test you. Not to worry. You are to answer only a few questions. See, it's so weird. That's phrased so weird. Ready? What are Pokemon to you? Friends. Oh, I understand. What helps you win battles? Strategy? Definitely not training. It's definitely not cheating. Oh, I understand. What kind of trainer do you wish to battle? Anybody, it doesn't matter. Oh, I understand. What is most important for raising Pokemon? Knowledge in real life, but in the games it's love. Oh, I understand. Strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon. Which is important? Which is more important? They're equally important. I see. You care deeply for Pokemon. Very commendable. That conviction is what is important. Hiro, don't lose that belief. It will see you through at the Pokemon League. Oh, so I guess I passed, huh? Here's Claire. So how did it go? I guess there's no point in asking. You did fail. Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses. Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses. What? You passed? That can't be! You're lying. Even I haven't been approved. Really? I had forgotten that. Why are you here then? And how? That was so easy. Claire! This child is impeccable in skill and spirit. Not really, man. You should have seen that battle. It was real bad. Admit defeat and confer the Rising Badge. Or must I inform Lance of this? Hiro's like, wait, that guy with the weird cape? And then he kind of puts two and two together. Oh, she's wearing a weird cape too. They must in somehow be related to each other. In some way be related to each other. Here, this is the Rising Badge. Hurry up, take it. And we got the Rising Badge! The 8th and final badge in this entire game, except for the 8 other ones later in the game. The Rising Badge will enable your Pokemon to use the move for climbing waterfalls outside of battle. I can already use it in battle. Also, all Pokemon will know you as a trainer and obey your every command without question. It's, again, a weird way of phrasing that. Claire, reflect upon what it is that you lack and this child has. This has got to be so embarrassing for her. I'm a literal child, and she's got to be in like her 20s at the oldest, or at the youngest. Ellipses, 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 ellipses. She just books it out of there. Dear God. By the way, have you heard of Lugia? It is a rare Pokemon, said to have lived around Whirl Island once. Never mind. Just mad words of the old. Alright. By the way, have you heard of Lugia? Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Thought you got something else here. Is this where you get your teenie? Am I wrong about that? Yeah, I looked it up. It said I should have gotten Dratini. Is it because my team was full? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Master Lance, what? Hiro is very surprised by this. I mean, I guess that guy was pretty strong. Oh well, whatever. He'll be fine. Oh, I have to surf. I can't walk to the bottom of the stairs first. I have to surf. So, should I go and make room in my party and then come back? Is that a thing I should do in case I'm missing something? I could have sworn it was now that I got it. And I literally just looked it up and it didn't say it wasn't now. It just said, after you answer his questions. Oh, hey. Wait. I'm sorry about this. Here, take this as my apology. TM59, which is just the TM I would get from her normally, and it's Dragon Pulse, which is a good move. Pokemon League, blah, 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 blah. She's saying a lot of stuff. Like, she at least realized... I should have read that, probably. She's just talking... She's basically just apologizing to us for being a douche nozzle. Realized... She had a second to think about it and realized she was being crappy. Which is cool. See, I like her character. There's not much to her, but I like her. Professor Elm. Alright. Hello, Hiro. How's it going? I've gotten hold of something neat. Swing by my lab and pick it up. See you later. I'm not your errand boy. Actually, I kind of am, I guess. So... I'm gonna fly back to the Pokemon Center right here in town and empty a spot in my party. Because I don't think that should have happened. Unless it went in here and I just missed it. It might have gone in here and I just missed it. I don't think so, though. Nope. All right. Let's put Blade in here, I guess. Good to see you here. Your arrival is most fortunate. I have something for you. Take this Dratini as proof that I now know your worth. Okay, so it was just that I was missing... I didn't have a missing slot in my team. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna nickname it just Drago. Or Draco, maybe. Doesn't really matter. I always name my Dratinis one or the other of them. Draco is probably fine. I think that's the one I named my one from HeartGold. Anyway, you have shown that you can be entrusted with one. Thank you. And if I'm right, and if I got my answers right, it's a female, which my Draco's male, I think. It'll have extreme speed. If you get the best possible answers, its speed is up too. That's pretty nice. If you get the best possible answers during that whole ordeal, you get one with extreme speed, which is very nice. I'm gonna go and give it... I want it to be a physical attacker eventually, maybe, probably. But I'll give it Who can learn Dragon Pulse? Let's go see who can learn Dragon Pulse. Because I know for a fact that Dratini learns better dragon moves than what it has right now. So if somebody else could learn Dragon Pulse, it would probably be better to give it to them. Let's see. Gyarados and Jaws and Draco. Doesn't matter. Alright. And, do I have an escape rope? I'm just gonna use an escape rope to leave here. Because I'm lazy. But yeah, that's what I was trying to get there, was that Dratini. Which is going to be one of my Pokemon from now on. It's a really long animation. Which kind of sucks, because... that is the wrong button. Because I'm gonna get rid of feathers for Draco, which means no flying, and that's kind of annoying. Because it's gonna be a while before it evolves into Dragonite. Dear God. Get back my old guys. No flying for a while, which is gonna suck. But I don't really need to do flying yet anyway, so it's fine-ish. And, Blade in place of Feathers. Bye, Feathers. Feathers and Gnaw now. Let's actually move them down here, so they're a little apart from the other guys. Feathers and Gnaw have left the team. For now, at least. Good, reliable guys. Did my Pidgeot in this get Tangled Feet? How common an ability is that for Pidgeot? Am I just remembering incorrectly and that's actually super common? It doesn't matter. But yeah. No, leave, please. That's our new team member. And by God, is she a very, very low level compared to all my other guys. Let's run through the team again real quick. Which is why the next thing I'm going to do, since I have to head back that way anyway, not just to talk to Elm, but also to head to the next part of the game, I'm going to head south from here down the final path in the Johto region, stop by Mr. Pokemon's place, and get the experience share, because that's where you get it from, and then continue on with the story. This area... I don't care. What is this? Dark Cave. Right. Okay, that's right. I remember that. This area is pretty straightforward. There's some grass, but you can use these jumpies to avoid the grass, but that usually leads to a trainer, which I'd rather bump into trainers than wild Pokemon anyway, so it's fine. Be prepared for anything. Let me see if your Pokemon have been raised properly. You're a hiker, so I probably won't have any trouble with you using Jaws. Hiker Eric. Machop, that's not exactly what I was expecting, but it's only a Machop and it's only level 24, so it shouldn't be an issue. Let's try out Waterfall. You know, I made fun of the Waterfall animation and Sword being kind of silly, but it's basically just the same animation that they used here, isn't it? Huh, alright. Nice. Graveler, that's more what I was thinking of. So that shouldn't be a problem. I'll use Surf on this just because it's more special squishy. Waterfall could probably beat it though, because isn't it 4 times weak? Aren't both rocks and grounds weak against water? I think that's right. Very nice. Another Machop. Alright. Don't know why you sent out a Graveler when you had another Machop. You sent out a Graveler against my water type when you had another Machop. That just seems real stupid. Another one-hit KO. Another one-hit KO. Fantastic. Good job, Jaws. That was a great fight. Oh, I lost. I probably should have soft reset for male Dratini the more I think about it. So I do plan to move my Draco from the other game up to Sword. Or my original HeartGold version up to Sword. What am I doing in here? Anyway, sorry about that. Had to step away for a second there. Need a Repel. I probably should have soft reset for a male Dratini the more I think about it, because I do plan on moving Draco up to Sword version, my original HeartGold Draco up to Sword version. If Dragonair, or Dragonite rather. God, why am I getting those mixed up today? If Dragonite is ever added to the Pokédex in that game. But it doesn't matter. A Dragonite's a Dragonite. What is your battle strategy? It is foolish to use strong moves indiscriminately. That's true, technically. Unless you're just that much stronger than your opponent, in which case it usually doesn't hurt. And you're talking about strong moves like you're an authority and you have a Meryl. Alright. Shadow Claw, come on. Aqua Ring. Mildly annoying. That'll heal it up a little bit. Not that it matters, because it's literally only a little bit. So, boom goes the Dynamite. What else do you have? War Turtle, interesting. Let's also Shadow Claw this guy. Protect. It's good to use Protect when you don't have anything else going on that stalling for a turn will actually affect. You're literally just prolonging the inevitable. Got the critical hit when I didn't need it, because of course I did. Good solid experience though. Probably gonna switch to using somebody else first once Jaws levels again. Maybe I'll get her to level 35. That's weird. Couldn't they have given her a different water type than just War Turtle twice? That's so weird. Finish it, let's go. Nice. Very good. Jaws is coming along nicely. Fine, I lost. Yep. That is literally the thing that just happened. There's probably more to do on this path. I'm not worried about it. Like, there's items around, but they're nothing super important, and I never actually worry about this path, so I'm not going to worry about it today. I just figured I should do it for posterity's sake. I was training here alone. Behold the result of my hard work. Alright. One Pokemon, it's a Machoke, that's not bad. Still much lower level than me, though, so I don't think it's going to be an issue. Waterfall. Quick Claw went off. Don't know if it needed to, but it's always nice when it does. Get it, come on. Jaws hits so frickin' hard. Having a physical water move for the stab and everything is just great. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you waste time foresighting a Pokemon like frickin' Feraligatr? Like, that is such a risk, and it's unnecessary. Unless it was trying for a really low accuracy move, I guess. But, like, just don't do that. Warg! Dear Lord. Our battle was remarkable. It wasn't. I wish for something to remember you by. Perhaps your phone number will do. My training makes it impossible to chat much, but... Oh, good, you won't call me that often, then. Alright, cool. Let's, keep going. Another hiker. Alright. Why do I climb mountains? Because they're there. Why do I train Pokemon? Because they're there. Why am I gonna kick your butt? Because it's there. This guy's weird, I don't like him. This shouldn't be much of an issue. Waterfall. Up. It had Sucker Punch. Did like 2 damage to me. Jeez. And of course, Waterfall is going to knock it out. Because it's just a Diglett. Doug Trio now. I'm betting, yep, the Diglett was about the same level, which means you could have evolved your other Diglett into a Doug Trio. Why didn't you? Why wouldn't you do that? So I'm still going to knock it out with 1 hit, because it's still a really fragile Pokemon. But you would have at least had a chance against me. If you'd evolved both of them. Come on, man. Alright. 3's beaten. Losses. They're there too. Yep. I mean, not physically, because they aren't an actual physical thing. They're more of a concept. I get your point. It is a good point. Alright. Apricorn. I thought this was the path with the Apricorn. There might be other ones. This is the one I remembered, which is why I took this specific path. I'm glad I was right. I didn't want to say anything until we got here, because I didn't want to look like more of an idiot than I already always do. But, I am glad that we found that. Where do I go from here? This way? Route 46. Alright. Dark Cave. Yeah, okay. Good. Good. Hello. I'm raising Pokemon too. Will you battle with me? Sure, why not? I don't really have any time to in this episode, but let's do it anyway. Camper Ted. In the shortest shorts I've ever seen. Poor Camper Ted. I'm pretty sure the kid doesn't stand a chance against me. It might have something to do with his Pokemon only being level 17. Alright. Yeah, that's it. We've officially been... Like, there's some caves we haven't really gone in and stuff, but we've officially been effectively everywhere in the Johto region, which is very cool to me. I raise Pokemon too. Will you battle with me? Are you two, like, a hive mind or something? Oh, it's because they could have been a double battle, isn't it? That makes sense. Kind of, I guess. And, let's not hit this thing harder than we need to. Alright. Of course, 1-hit KO. Didn't even have to wait for the bar to disappear. Solid experience, though, for how low level that was. Oh, she has a second Pokemon. Good for her. She's automatically better than that other guy. Not that it matters. Bite it, please. Very nice, Jaws. Like, I'm assuming you're gonna... I'm assuming you won, because obviously you did. And that should actually level me, yes. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, bleh. What a great reaction. Holy crap. Alright. You really made me angry. It really made me angry to lose. I'll have to train much harder. Here's my number. I'm Aaron. Don't forget it. Want to battle me again? Sure. Like, not right now, obviously, because I don't want to fight your unconscious Pokemon. But yeah, later. I'll remember to call when I want to battle again. Alright, go in here and swap these guys. I could be training Draco down here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to worry about Geodude now, I think. Which means I want to move Jaws all the way down here. Alright, let's save real quick, because that's going to be about it for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm still really enjoying this playthrough a lot, and we're like at the cusp of finishing the first half of the game, and I'm very excited for that. In the meantime, though, I'll talk to you guys later. What are you? X speed, how utterly and completely useless. Alright. Am I still repelling? Nope. I am not, because this is where we caught Geodude, and the Pokemon here are garbage. Okay. So that's a few free experience points, at least then, I guess. And by a few, I literally mean a few. I'm not going to get any noteworthy amount of experience from this thing. Sixteen experience points. Alright. I don't want to use a repel because I'm so close. But I'm going to because I'm so close. Ugh. It was dumb. Whatever, it's fine. What? What just happened? Holy shit! Isn't this the second time we've run into Raikou? Holy shit. Okay. I'm not gonna catch it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, see? And then it's gonna run, but jeez. Just randomly, twice in this LP, just randomly. Dear God. I can't remember that ever happening to me. Usually I have to specifically plan out where to go to find those guys. And in this, I'm just bumping into Raikou every frickin' recording session. Alright, where's Mr. Pokemon's house in relation to me right now? Where am I? Is this? Yeah, this is New Barktown. It's not where I want to be. I want to be at Mr. Pokemon's house, which would be back this way. I just went the wrong stinking way. Okay. Which means I actually want to be up here where I just was. Because it's over to Cherry Grove and then north. Yeah, that's right, okay. That's right, I forgot about frickin' Cherry Grove. That's what the problem was. Dear God. Repel again. Because, oh my God. I'm so freaking lazy. Come on. Grab this one here, because why not? I need to go get my apricorns, and I probably should have done that before I got rid of my flyer. Oh well, it's fine. Don't really use those balls anyway. I mean, I plan to eventually, but I haven't really been using them. Alright. Up here. And up here. Grab this while I'm here, because there's no reason not to. Nice. Could surf here, but I don't see any need to do that. Keep going, keep going. I'm not going to use another repel. Probably just should have used the other repel.